That's my O face. That's my O face.
That's your O face and your O sound?
I come in like a pterodactyl.
I come in like a pterodactyl.
Welcome to Spooky Stories, special edition of Sketchy Stories.
We're gonna spook your spooks off.
Yeah, that. So yeah, there's a bit of a change of the formula for this. We are
special.
It is, because it's a holiday. This is coming out on Halloween night.
Woo.
Anyways, yeah, so this is Spooky Story. So, similar to Sketchy Stories, random ideas have been written down and they will be drawn. But today's random ideas are going to be story arcs. So instead of the descriptor, the character, and the action... we have a setup, a conflict, and a resolution, all in the theme of a horror story. Nope. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah. You guys are bad at this. So yeah.
I went down at the same time as
And unlike normal Sketchy Stories, we are going to have the story people read it all off while the drawing person is way over there. So rather than contribute, this is what you two have evolved.
Hey, you're doing a bang up job.
We
Was
are.
he supposed to be
Yeah.
there? Okay.
Well, I did.
A bang up job.
So yeah.
Job.
So
It's a bang up job.
Without
Bang it
further
up.
ado, let us start the spooky stories. Hit the lights.
Hey, Jack.
No.
Oh. Ooh, spooky lights. This is where we're going to tell our stories, right?
God, your breath stinks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, yeah, we are reading these. Okay. The Founding Fathers checked into
Sandals Resort.
Oh, he
Sandals
Sandals
Resort.
The cross-out's not the best. Ooh. Why did they go to Sandals and not just a hotel?
Because our forefathers loved convenience and luxury.
Which forefathers are we speaking of? Which
I
one?
assume the forefathers of the apocalypse, which is death,
War,
famine.
pestilence, and famine.
Yes, I knew 3 of those. And so
So this is the 7th Sandal Resort, the 7th seal of Sandal Resort.
yes, yes,
And they're on a vacation.
a vacay.
Wow, that's so I like that Death loves to wear sandals everywhere he goes.
Mhm.
So he's the only one that is just like bones.
Right.
The rest of them are like full body.
Hey, you know what?
People.
When you're killing and making people sick and overall dying,
Mhm.
your joints get all, all jointy.
Yeah,
That's why you gotta go and crack them. And you know what? Sandals give that relief. of
They do.
freedom.
They give you that little pop as
Yeah.
you walk, like the.
So it's nice. And you just gotta slip them on. You don't have to tie anything. It's nice.
And also, surprisingly enough, bones are the opposite of skin. So if you want that good pale look in your bones, you got to get a lot of sun.
Yeah,
You
save
got to
a-
sun bleach them.
Sun bleach. Save
Yeah.
lots of money off makeup.
Yes, and
On
so
makeup.
Death is just sitting on. This was his idea.
Yeah.
He's all like, gang, the
Gang.
apocalypse isn't gonna happen for a while.
Gang.
We are the forefathers of the apocalypse.
Right, gang?
The 4 as well as 4. It's a good pun there. I like it. And we can take a day off, right? And
And then Famine was like, I'm famished. Yeah, I agree with you. We should go take a day off and go eat.
Oh, okay. And at Sandals, what went wrong? It sounds like a nice holiday.
Yeah, it was a nice holiday.
It all was going splendidly.
It went awry.
Until they were driving, and after their car broke down, they were attacked by the Cactus Man.
The Cactus Man! Woo! That's fucking scary!
Oh man, this Cactus Man, he was a man
Of Cactus.
Of Cactus.
He was an abomination.
And he was in the wrong place, too, because they were at the beach.
Yeah.
But the Cactus Man, it belongs in the desert, but sand.
Water does not affect him.
No.
Sand doesn't affect him. The heat
He's all
doesn't
about the
affect
sand.
him. You know what I mean?
And I mean, how do you kill a cactus?
I couldn't tell you.
Except with negligence. But this is Cactus Man.
Yes, so obviously, he's abomination!
It is a great abomination.
So he chased them after their car broke down. Because it was a shitty car.
The shitty car.
It was the shittiest.
It surprisingly ran on 4 horsepower.
Fuck you.
It's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
There you
It
go.
was a gremlin.
Yours isn't as smart as mine.
No, but it still works.
It's still funny.
So, it broke down, and when they were trying to get gas or some crap, the Cactus Man popped up. It was just, whoa!
And he was all like, "Bios con Dios."
Yes, he only spoke Spanish.
Yes,
And
but only a little bit of Spanish.
Only poquito.
Un poquito.
And he got famine first.
No, he's stupid about it. Un pequeño.
Yeah.
A small.
Yeah, poor favorite.
A small español. Poor favorite.
So famine was like, when their car broke down, he was like, "Oi, I'm taking a piss."
Oh, you're taking a... Famine also was like, "Oh, you look so succulent. And I am famished."
Yeah.
So...
Long story short, he got killed first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that he was black.
I mean...
It's bound to happen. But,
I just gotta shrug my shoulders.
You do just gotta shrug your shoulders.
Yeah.
And then I'm glad that they went to their local Sandals library where they could read up on how to stop Cactus Man and his awful origins. So, Andrew.
Yes.
In the Necronomicon, how did they find how to stop Cactus Man?
I can't read your small writing. Using the crystal skull is how they did.
Really?
To go back in time, even, to stop the Ghostbusters remake at the same time.
What the fuck kind of ending is that?
Yeah, well, they really hated it.
It's the origin of Cactus Man, actually.
Yeah, they have to actually, if you destroy that movie, the Cactus Man dies. That's just what it is.
I think it's because that movie created Cactus Man.
It did.
That movie was so improv. They actually just started saying random shit enough times to where they summoned Cactus Man.
That movie hurt the Earth.
And the Earth's retribution was Cactus Man.
Cactus, because it just got the it was shown at some desert place theater.
It was shown at Burning
Man. Yeah, that works. And it completely, like, all that negative and fucked stupid energy went into the ground.
I mean, as soon as you have that much fuck stupid energy
Yeah.
in one place, it's bound to cause some natural disaster.
Yeah, I keep telling people.
But then also supernatural, or a movie about the supernatural, but not good supernatural. So, like, both the occult and the Earth got together, and they're like, you know what, fuck this.
Right.
Let's start the apocalypse. And they're like, we summon Cactus Man.
Yeah, pretty much.
And his job was
It's like, I'm Cactus Man! And the way he came up in a cinematic point of view, if you can imagine this, it was like, you know how in Power Rangers, where the monsters would grow larger and there'd be that steam?
Yeah.
That was him. He was like, I'm Cactus Man!
Oh,
but
so
he was
it's like
only
the
like...
upshot, just like...
Yeah, but he was only like
No,
5'9".
lean back with me. Lean back with me.
Oh,
Yes!
I'm Cactus Man!
Give your meat a good old rub.
So they finally find the crystal skull.
And it's
In this
used
library.
it's used to communicate with the previous crystal skull, owned by Dan Aykroyd.
Yep.
And so they teleport to where Dan Aykroyd is, and they make sure that Dan Aykroyd does not okay the remake of Ghostbusters.
No, he
So that
honestly does not okay it.
This cannot happen.
No.
And with the two crystal skulls together, and the power of the forefathers of the apocalypse.
Yeah, because they can just, I mean...
Well, now the three fathers of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
They need a fourth. So Dan Aykroyd
is now Famine.
has to become Famine.
Yeah. So imagine Dan Aykroyd's face going across the earth. Spreading famine.
With two crystal skulls in his hand, and then also spreading crystal skull vodka.
Yeah. Going, I come from France! All the way there, because that was the Conehead character he played.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understood. It was the Conehead.
Yeah. And finally, they finally defeated the Cactus Man.
They prevented him from ever coming alive. Because, like Jason, he's just too hard to kill.
Yeah. Like, he's almost like Jason. Like, you can't really cut off his arms. I mean, you can.
You can't do anything. He grows back.
He grows back.
He's a plant man.
Yeah, that works. He
Yeah.
spits that water at you.
He is a very succulent
Not a good time.
thing, and also likes to poke.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
You don't want to get those pokes.
No.
Don't want to get those pokes.
Bad pokes.
They're poison, they're explosive, and they do
9999 damage.
9 damage, yes. Yes.
Well, he goes.
He's a cactar.
That's the joke.
Shut up, John, and draw!
Hold on. I also want to grow again.
That's right, you stupid 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
I've taken one of you, so you cannot stop me now. Oh no, you have Dan Aykroyd. No.
This was R-rated and broke box office records.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
And surprisingly enough, released in all of 2 theaters, one of them at Burning Man.
Burning Man.
Which, you would think would upset the Earth again. Nope.
No,
Too good.
There's good vibes there. Only good vibes. People are dumb enough to only have good vibes there.
I am thinking about Burning Man vibrations.
Yeah. Yeah. The end.
Question mark?
We're back from the dead.
We're from back.
You're from back.
And we're bringing the spooks for to you.
Yes, we have another spooky story.
So, Andrew, what is our leading spookiness that'll lead us down the road of darkness and evil and all the delights that go bump in the night?
Our next tale of tales.
Who's been farting over here? It stinks. God damn it, Ryan.
Yeah,
No.
fucking. Well, I've done a few, but no way.
I haven't done any.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway,
So what's our spookiness?
Our second spooky story for tonight has 3 teens and their pet duck on a Halloween vacation to Las Vegas.
Vegas.
Yes.
Does it say Vegas or Vegas?
No, it says
Vegas. Okay. Well, Vegas might be, like a parallel dimension Vegas, but it's on an ass.
So, typical 2 best friends, dudes, and their one questionable girlfriend that's a girl.
Yeah.
That's a friend.
Is this a Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson movie?
Yes, it is.
All right. It's
You
Ben
guessed
Stiller
it.
And Owen Wilson.
You guessed
And
it.
who's the lucky lady that's sandwiched between those 2 hunks of meat?
It's always Ben Stiller's wife. Real life wife that's always casted as like the love interest.
Mm-hmm.
I think in 2 movies it's like that. Yeah, it's like every movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So random chick.
That. Her. I
Okay.
forgot. She played Marsha.
Whatever, random chick. We'll go with that.
Yeah, random chick. And their pet duck.
Yep, their pet.
That was voiced. Who was it voiced by, John?
The obvious would be Gilbert Godfrey, but we gotta go something better.
Oh,
No, we
yeah,
gotta go- that's
what?
obvious. We gotta go something
Yeah,
better.
come on.
He was voiced by, oh my god, Dom DeLuise. Cause he would!
Dom DeLuise.
He voiced the talking skateboard.
Yeah.
He would voice a duck.
Okay, he voiced
Alright,
the duck.
he's voiced stupider things.
Yeah. And you know what? They were sitting around, nothing's going right. Ben Stiller's having a really bad day at work.
Uh-huh.
Owen Wilson.
He's a door-to-door hair plug salesman, and he just can't sell them plugs.
Can't sell them plugs.
And the thing is, ironically, Owen Wilson is a hair trimmer salesman, door-to-door. So while Ben Stiller's trying to put hair on everyone's head, Owen Wilson's trying to take it all off.
Yeah.
It's a wacky duo.
It's a wacky duo. Wacky duo.
Yeah, you know, think Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
But not funny.
And the girl is taking care of the pet duck.
Mm-hmm. Does the duck have a name? Did we do that yet?
The duck's name is Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
Call him Hanker and Hank. Isn't that better?
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta try.
Yes.
You gotta try.
So Hanker and Hank.
Hanker and Hank, Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, and Generic Girl
Yeah.
are all. They've been working long, hard hours as door-to-door salesmen.
Weekends coming up, and they're not
they've
making
saved
any
up.
money.
No, this is what they've saved up. This is what they scrounged together was enough gas to take a trip to Vegas.
Oh, okay, yeah. And they're marking on their calendar, this is the date. We're almost there, guys. Just keep it up. Finally, the date comes.
Yep.
And they get into their Winnebago.
Yep.
That looks
And
like
they
the one from Vacation.
go to Vegas.
They like, let's do it. Let's just not worry about work or anything and have a great weekend in Vegas.
Yeah.
And Owen Wilson's like, oh yeah, I really like that. Yeah. Yeah. Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah. And Ben Stiller was like, great.
Your Ben Stiller impression
It's just my ears going like
your
this.
ears forward. That's
Good. Cool. I'm awkward. Weird.
Yeah, I'll be Ben.
Okay.
You can be Owen Wilson. Okay.
All right.
I have a big nose.
Yeah.
So we're going to Vegas, right, Owen? This will be great.
Wow.
There's scene.
Boom. Done.
It's straight from the movie.
Yeah.
You caught it here first.
Yeah. So
they head out. They're driving through Nevada.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's still very lighthearted. It's a very happy story. We're seeing them.
Oh, it's funny.
They stop at that
Pretty
alien
funny.
jerky place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they get the alien
They
jerky.
take a picture at the Zizix road sign.
Yeah.
Or Zizix.
Zigzags. Everybody loves that road sign.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it.
Yeah. Did you hear about the story on Zizix
love
Road
it.
about the Cactus Man? That's another story for later. Well, what happened next on their road trip?
Well, unfortune was about to bear its ugly face. Because a zombie Hugh Hefner, after finally being able to get hard naturally, is after that ass.
Whoa!
So yeah, turns out Hugh Hefner had to be buried in the only place in the world or in America where prostitution is legal, and that's on the outskirts of Vegas.
Yep.
Because he knew he had to be where he could get some ass even in the afterlife.
Yeah, even in the afterlife.
And so Hugh Hefner rose from the grave and started marching across the sun-bleached desert of Nevada.
Casually,
because
he's very casual.
He's
dude.
got the whole afterlife to get this done, and he's still an old
He's
guy.
almost like Mike Myers, to where he's not hurrying to kill you,
but he'll kill you if he gets
casually coming
kill
up to
you in the sense that he's gonna bone you.
Yeah,
he's gonna undead bone you.
I mean, you're not gonna like it.
No. And you can't tell
You
he's
might,
gonna like
but-
it. The face is kind of stiff, but
Yeah.
so he's sitting
he's
there
got a raging
shuffling.
rocker.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's shuffling across the desert. When he looks over and sees the parked Winnebago of Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson, and they're both doing that classic scene of,
Hey, Owen, we're gonna go to Vegas. It's gonna be great, huh?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be great. Wow. Yeah. All right.
scene.
Yeah.
Again, beautiful acting by
Yeah.
both partners.
Can't get any better.
And he notices Generic Girl standing there, being generic and not interacting with the scene at all.
No, but the duck always interrupts her, played by Dom DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, anytime she's about to have a line, he cuts in.
Yep.
And so she never gets to have any character interaction in this story.
No.
But yeah, as he sees her from the backside, he gets he, as in zombie Hugh Hefner, catch a nice sight of that generic ass.
Oh yeah, and then he pops up and he goes, "Oh hi fellas," and they go, "Whoa!" It's like the biggest jump scare in that whole movie.
Yeah.
It got me.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't really expecting Hugh Hefner to pop up in that way.
No.
Usually in the more standard way of actually physically appearing, but no, he popped up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got that one finally?
I got that one, yeah, okay. now I'm on board.
Okay, so yeah, they even had a cartoony sound effect and everything. That was like the jump scare sting instead of like the violin going like.
Yeah, it's directed by the actors.
Yeah, it's Ghostbusters 2016 all over again.
Yeah, where's the crystal skull?
I know it's already been used to trouble like a time. So they have to find some new way to deal with this horrible zombie Hugh Hefner who wants that generic ass.
Yeah, you kind of feel for the monster in this.
Yes, it is. It's one of those Frankenstein tales where you feel sympathy towards the horrible beast because you realize the true beast is humanity. Because the only true humanity we have on screen is goddamn Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller.
Yeah, and that
the
girl
worst
that,
cases for humanity.
That ain't giving up that.
She ain't
poon.
human.
No,
she's generic as fuck. She's like non-existent.
But she ain't giving up the poon to Hugh.
She ain't giving up to nobody because she's generic as fuck.
Yeah.
She's literally like a wooden cardboard cutout just standing there.
I mean, yeah, with a lot of CG, though, they could make magic.
Well, yeah, you had a couple lens flares and whatnot. It looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it's alive.
So, after running around, almost being caught by Hugh Hefner.
Yep, you keep drawing.
Shut up and keep drawing!
Uh-huh.
Ryan.
So how, it's been almost Benny Hill-esque up to this point.
Yeah, like they're being chased in like a kid's park with slides.
Yeah,
and they
accidentally step on like the kid's birthday cake, and so then the mom starts chasing them.
At one time,
and then the Bobbies, the police Bobbies show up and start chasing them.
That plays the duck, attacks Big Ears.
Oh, it's Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
And he's not Dom Doley playing the duck. It's Hanker and Hank.
Oh, yeah, it's Hanker and Hank playing the duck. But they attack him, and he goes, oh, no!
Yeah, he does that whole bit.
Yeah. He gets kicked in the groin. He kicks him in the groin.
Yeah.
It's all wacky.
It's very slapstick. Like, there's only that one jump scare, and then from there on, it's all just garbage. Like,
but finally...
Finally... What happens that resolves this horribly stupid conflict, Andrew?
Everyone joins hands. And banishes the evil with a with a Care Bears stare.
Yep.
I mean, Hugh hates Care Bears.
Well, yeah, old love and friendship is the only true value in this world.
To defeat
a
guy that's...
To defeat the evil.
Super rich zombie porn.
Yeah. So Ben Stiller, tycoon. Owen Wilson, Hanker and Hank, the generic girl, the mom who had her son's birthday cake stepped on, the two Bobbies, the British Bobbies, all join hands out in the middle of the desert.
Join hands.
And they hold them up high.
It
should actually be like
this. It was like that.
And they went down like this. They went Care Bear stare and shot heart rainbows out of their chest.
Yeah, but he goes, "Oh no, my boner! It's always going away. I can't handle this."
And Hugh Hefner's like, "No!" And he gets hit by this love and friendship.
Yeah.
And what survives is a zombie Hugh Hefner who still wants to bone that ass, but now he will properly court the woman and ask that she removes herself from the current relationship with Ben Stiller to have a one-person monogamous relationship with zombie Hugh Hefner.
And if she says no, he will respect her, her choice, but still offer her a front cover page Playboy Mate of the Year.
On Undead Playboy.
On Undead Playboy.
Yes.
The first Undead Playboy.
To which, as she's about to reply, Hanker and Hank interrupts and goes, "Wacky Wolves!"
Yep, the end. Roll credits.
Yeah, it was, this was one of those, like, really bad attempts at being a horror movie, like...
It was like Medea bad.
It was one of those movies that they couldn't sell without saying, but it'll be a big horror movie during Halloween. Yeah. So they put that one pop-up boner scare.
Yeah. This is actually a July horror movie.
And that was it, and they sold it to the studio as a horror movie just to get it made, because the studios they would never approve another fucking Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller movie.
No.
Zoolander 2 killed that dream.
Yep. Unfortunately.
It killed it. Unfortunately.
It could have been something good.
Well, the movie could have been something good, but I'm saying it killed the dream. It's killed the dream of those two ever being in a movie together again.
Yeah.
Which to me is, ding, that's a great idea. It's a great move.
A-OK, USA.
Yep.
A-OK.
And so this was the only way they could get that movie out, and they wanted to be, again, they got to be super funny and topical and throw Hugh Hefner in as a quick, like, haha, Although by the time this comes out, it won't be that topical.
No, it won't.
It'll have been a month and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, it's done. You're over.
Tap the button. Away from that. There you go.
Nobody wants to see your drawings that eat at all, Ryan.
Yeah, that eat at all.
Eat at all. That's how the kids are talking nowadays.
So he still needs some time.
Are you tooting?
No, I was leaning
Oh.
over to make sure he's still working on his drawing. So,
Oh.
so let's do a mini-sode right now. I
Okay.
won't have a visual aid at all because he's doing the visual aid for the last story.
Well, okay. Well, how about after the credits?
Oh, is it? Oh, we getting a post-credit scene.
Post credits.
There we go.
Post credit scene.
And there we go.
After the credits roll,
Mm-hmm.
you see Hanker and Hank. You know, eating his food as he does.
Yeah.
You know, he wishes all the boys, "Hey, have a good day at work. It was a crazy wild weekend we had."
Hanker and Hank likes to eat saltine crackers because
Yes.
he calls them quackers.
Quackers. Quackers, people.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me run that by you again.
Mm-hmm.
Mal, I'm famished. Can I have some quackers? Ha ha!
Yeah.
And this girl hands them crackers.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Is the only redeeming part of this movie.
Yep.
It's Hanker and Hank and his love of quackers.
yeah. But in that bowl of quackers,
Mm-hmm.
he's about to eat it. You know, he's waited a long time to eat these.
Yeah.
He's going to start his day right.
Well, that was like the whole running gag of the movie. Like he kept going, "I want my quackers," and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like, "You'll get them in Vegas, Hank."
This will be good if we have some quackers.
He's saying, "Hold on, we'll get them in Vegas, Hank." And so finally, he's in his room in the
Yeah.
Luxor,
Yeah.
and just like, and yeah, a generic girl had handed him.
No, circus, circus.
Oh, circus.
Yeah.
Okay. And generic girl had him his bowl of quackers, and then he was just like, and a nice big slow
Yeah.
build up to him about to eat it.
But then suddenly in the bowl, a boner pops up,
Yep.
and it's Hugh again.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, hi, fellas."
Yeah.
And the Quackers goes, "Whoa!"
And then he face fucks Quackers.
Yeah.
Because the Care Bear stare only fixed his heterosexuality.
Yeah.
Did nothing for his homosexuality. He will
Nothing.
still fuck the shit out of that duck.
So the evil's still out there,
Exactly.
waiting to bone you.
Yeah.
If you could take anything away from today, it's that the evil is out there and waiting to bone you. So be
Waiting-
smart.
Waiting to bone your duck face eating crackers.
Yeah. Get a head start
Yeah.
and wake up early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan, you done?
I'm the headless John. Is this cool? Am I cool yet? Am I a trending yet?
You guys suck.
Shut up! Ah, my glasses.
We are the Glasses Buddies. And now we shall dance.
Yes.
I don't know why I automatically go Sprockets.
Alright, pass me a thing so we can get this thing started.
Reference buddies.
A little bit. Alright, we have a spooky story for all of you.
What is this spooky story? How does this spooky story start? On a night quite like this? Who are our intrepid adventurers that would go out into a night just like this?
Why, it's none other than Sherlock Holmes, and he solves... Homeless? Okay, our white coat. Sherlock Homeless, and he's solving the case of Princess Di and the missing royal
Crack rocks.
crack rocks. Okay, so Sherlock Homeless, the hobo version of Sherlock Holmes,
Yep.
is solving the mystery of Princess Diana's, or technically just Princess Di,
Princess Di.
Yeah.
She died.
Princess Di's missing crack rocks.
Yes.
So, so him and his lovely sidekick Watson,
What's
because
in?
he doesn't know what anything is. So
Watson?
he's Watson.
What's in the box?
Exactly. He doesn't. He
Oh.
doesn't know. He doesn't know shit.
And what's in the box is actually Sherlock Homeless because that's where he lives.
He lives in the box.
Yeah,
He-
on the street corner.
So this is taking place in merry old England
Oh.
on a night quite like this. And yeah, so he came out of his lovely home box playing his rubber band violin, as is the case
Yes.
when you test to meditate. and he kicked Watson, laying on the sidewalk.
Oh, and
Partially
Watson's
drowned.
like, oh, what's that?
Partially drowning in the gutter, yeah.
Yes.
And he's like, Watson, a case is afoot. Princess dies missing crack rocks are somewhere to be found. And I'm sure two intrepid young investigators such as ourselves could surely be rewarded, perhaps by stealing the crack rocks.
Well, what's on the foots?
Exactly! Now come, Watson, to the dry docks, where I'm sure there'll be some nice sailors we can question, and possibly buy some crack rocks up to. You'll have to do the blowjob, though.
What's on the dick?
Your lips pretty soon. Let's go! And so, yeah, they jauntily walked off to the dry docks, and after a few sailor blowjobs, and no crack rocks, because god damn it, those sailors in the back of the day, they were only just trading hash. Again, they ain't got no crack rocks. Poor Sherlock Holmes.
Maybe a few things that are around 17%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing too good.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was he was looking pretty down at that case. He really couldn't find what he needed. And so he had to try something new. He decided to he tried to go into the arcane arts, something he studied secretly during his various crack rock hallucinations. And so
are you drawing on the floor?
exactly, he's using Watson to draw on the floor.
Oh no!
He slid a couple fingers off and used them as as red markers
Okay.
to create his
Markers, I'm sure that's
Yes.
what he called them.
Yes, they were marking a puntagram.
Oh, a puntagram.
Yes.
Is that slightly more oval?
Oval shaped of a pentagram.
and then it also
Yeah.
has another oval slightly inside.
At the
and
near
then
the
and then
top.
at the tip there's this little circle with a star in it.
Yep,
Because
exactly.
the star marks the
Exactly.
the point of the puntagram.
Yes.
Okay.
And all excess blood was just draining out the bottom of the pentagram.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because they gotta use up all the finger
I mean,
markers.
it's because the moon was out, and the moon does determine the flow of the puntagram.
Yes. And so, as the clouds parted, they saw the full moon. A great occurrence happened. And what
Really?
was that great occurrence, Ryan?
Oh, that great occurrence was they're suddenly haunted by the spirit of the Great Depression.
Oh no! It hit America pretty hard.
It suddenly, like, after we Americans were able to defeat it all those years ago, it eventually made its way in slumber across the Atlantic
It jumped
Ocean.
the pond.
And then it went to our cousins,
Yep.
the English.
The English.
And it just needed this rousing moment of seeing a puntagram
It was,
to suddenly change its mood wildly, and the mood of England itself to wipe the land in a Great Depression.
Yep.
And what thing, like, what personification came out of this puntagram that personified the Great Depression?
Well, I think what the first thing that really terrified Sherlock Holmes was that the Great Depression brought with it the economic instability that it had with America, and so with it, there's now way more homeless, which means there's more people willing to suck dick for crack rocks.
Oh, his entire livelihood
Is on the line, yeah.
He needs to solve this case.
Exactly.
And Watson
Yeah,
is
Watson.
losing a lot of blood,
He
so
is-
he's passed out on the floor at this point.
And nobody wants a fingerless hand job from a Watson.
No.
It's just the palm, like slapping against the dick.
I mean, at
No
least
friction.
No
friction.
There's no friction also because that's a lot of blood.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's highly
and I mean,
lubricated.
yeah, you don't. When there's that much lubrication, it's not great.
Mm-hmm.
You want a little bit of friction.
So yeah, that was the
A little
first.
bit of grip.
Yeah, that was the first Great Plague brought on by the Great Depression.
Oh, there were more than one Great
Oh, yeah.
Plagues that were brought on by the Great Depression?
Depression, yes.
Okay, what was the next Great Plague that was brought on by the Great Depression?
Fucking asshole. Then the second Great Plague brought on by the Great Depression. Fucking cunt.
It came out of a cunt.
Yeah,
So it is the spirit of a cunt.
it is.
It
brought
spirit of cunt.
it brought with it the same effects that it brought with the Dust Bowl in America.
Really?
All the Dust Bowls were self-contained within the vaginas of the women of England.
Oh,
They were
there
all
was a great drying.
Exactly. All the vaginas were shooting out cloudy dust storms, and there was no lubrication to be found. The women were dry as hell. No amount of foreplay can fix that. Because this isn't a natural disaster, it's a supernatural disaster.
It is a supernatural
You would
disaster.
need supernatural foreplay to fix that.
And I do know that supernatural disasters, especially when great, come in threes. So what else is it doing to Great Britain? And I think I remember this part from the plot.
Okay.
It's actually taking Great Britain and it's sucking all of the great out of it.
Oh no.
So Britain across the land is now known as just Britain.
Yeah.
Not Britain, just Britain. Just Britain. It's all one word.
It's all one word, just Britain.
Just Britain.
It's no longer great.
And all of the snobbish British are now just British.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lack of snobbish.
Yeah.
So even though the women are dry, the men can no longer get some from foreigners.
Yeah.
Because they don't have that.
They don't have the British charm.
They don't have the British charm.
Yeah.
They don't have that arrogance to get anything.
Mm-hmm.
So not only are they in economic decline,
Yeah.
they are now unfuckable in both women and men.
Yeah.
No one's getting anything, and no one's getting
Aside
paid.
from sailor blowjobs.
Oh, sailor blowjobs are on the rise.
Yes.
Yes, like the tides, they're on the rise. I mean, rising waters raises all ships and raises all the maths of a sailor man. Maybe a sailor moon.
Yeah, or sailor.
Yeah, I mean, it was the moon.
Yes.
At the tides.
It was quite the sailor moon. Oh.
So, tell me, John, however was Sherlock Holmes and Watson going to solve this case of the Great Depression and Princess Di and her missing crack rocks? It's the royal missing crack rocks.
Fuck you, Andrew. Fuck you so much.
If it's Sailor Moon, it's great.
No, it's actually okay.
It's a Goku.
So Sherlock Holmes and Watson were finally able to corner the Great Depression. They tracked him down.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and Sherlock Holmes knew he used his deductive reasoning that this was a great cloud of evil, as we see in the image floating above. And so he grabbed one of those old fire stokers that are the giant pumps. and
yes.
He reached up and sucked in all the Great Depression to store it within, and so he breathed it all away, sucking away all of the ghostly elements, leaving only a physical form. Physical form we have grown all too familiar with. They find the Cactus Man. The Cactus Man was the Great Depression all along.
And that's how they...
He absorbed the powers of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse in an alternate timeline.
Oh no.
They left the current timeline to stop the Cactus Man.
Oh no.
And the timeline where he was left to reign, he absorbed their duties. That's how he brought the Great Depression.
Oh, so the Great... This is one of those horror stories that actually ends with the villain winning, because there's no way to stop him then.
There is.
Really?
There is indeed.
How is... Tell Watson, what's the way to do this?
Well, you see, the Cactus Man has a weakness, and and fucking Sherlock Holmes knew this because he played the 1993 classic Metroid.
Oh, really?
And he knew that alien beings such as this are weak to freeze missiles.
Okay.
So he found a freeze gun to defeat Cactus Man.
So Watson went to the energy chamber. He's like, Sherlock, what's in the...
Well, they went to the energy chamber. They couldn't get in because they need the Morphball to open the ball.
Oh, no!
So So Sherlock Holmes did the only smart thing. He started chopping off limbs off Watson.
That makes perfect sense to me.
To where he was nothing but a bloody stump of a quadriplegic.
And so he
rolled them in.
He
became the
what's in the ball?
Yeah.
I wonder what's in the ball.
It was
the Watson ball.
The Watson ball. This is too stupid. Anyway, so
It was stupid.
He rolls it in the chamber, opening the giant energy door, and there Sherlock Holmes found the Chozo statue holding an upgrade.
And Watson looked up very bloody and pretty much dead, but just
close to dead.
Sherlock, what's in the upgrade?
Yeah. And Sherlock Holmes said, "I'll find out." And he jumped at it like that and landed on it, and a jingle played as he floated in midair.
Oh,
and then he
okay.
landed and had a gun arm that shot freeze missiles.
That's amazing.
It is.
The power of the homeless can save us all.
It is. It can. It can do anything.
And that's why we need to keep them down by giving them money constantly, just a bit,
So yeah,
just a little.
So as he exited the chamber, he grabbed Watson, Stumpy Watson, and he grabbed all of his limbs and he tied them up and put them on his back like C-3PO on Chewbacca.
Okay.
And he ran out and did battle with the horrible Cactus Man.
Oh, so he kind of did a freeze pose like this as well?
Yes. And he shot his freeze missiles at Cactus Man, freezing him in that position. And then they pushed him off into the ocean where he drifted off to the north and would stay frozen forever. Because England's chilly climate wasn't enough to keep him frozen.
Yes, you need to go to the Arctic for that.
So they pushed
Possibly a land of ice.
him off.
And Iceland,
An Iceland
might
of
be
sorts.
able to
sustain the temperatures.
stop Cactus Man once and for all.
Yep. And so Cactus Man froze and went off, and the world went on.
And then suddenly there were less homeless, and so the head of Watson was now in high demand. Also, you could now give great head because he was pretty much just a head.
Yes.
So he was ahead of the game.
Yes.
Head of the game. Not
They couldn't cure all of his limbs being chopped off. So instead, he was cryogenically frozen with freeze missiles.
yeah, he's
Sherlock
basically
Holmes.
just a skull to fuck. at
Yeah,
this
yeah.
point.
He's just a frozen body with just the head exposed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mouth open because he was like, "What's up?"
Yeah. And he got
And
frozen.
then
in that
frozen.
phase.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Sherlock Holmes was able to whore out. I'm gonna vomit pizza. He's gonna whore out.
I'm gonna vomit the story.
Yeah, Watson to various sailors for the hash and the crack rocks that they inevitably would have.
Oh, and when he finally does get the crack rocks, he does find that some of them are Princess Di's royal crack rocks. So everything was connected.
Yes.
Everything was connected.
The original
it was
story still
it was the sailor soldiers all along.
Yep.
And the arcane told him so.
Yes.
And the blood did flow, making the women moist again.
Yep.
And the men, so disgusted by this, they regained their arrogance.
Yep.
And so,
Yeah.
and didn't touch a woman for another month, but then,
Yes.
still got it on because the women after that were moist.
Moist and wet.
Wet.
And so Britain became great again. They made Britain
was
great again.
Yes.
Great again.
Yeah, it wasn't just Britain. It was Great Britain.
Yes.
Two words. They actually could afford the
space.
The space.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an amazing
Because they had
tale.
that economic boom again, so they could afford the space to be all like pompous and asshole.
I honestly, I felt existential dread towards the end of that movie because there was that time. I like that we've actually assigned all of these as movies, not just stories.
Yeah.
There was that time where I believed there was no way to win.
No, I know.
They did a good job.
And they left it open because Cactus Man is still out there.
Dude, you
frozen,
can't stop him.
Frozen in the
So
wastelands
there
of
could
Iceland.
be Cactus Man 3 because this was clearly
This was a
Cactus
sequel.
Man
Yeah.
meets Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
And then it did. And then in Great Britain, Cactus Man really doesn't fly, so they just went with Sherlock Holmes and the case of Princess Di's royal crack rocks.
It would ruin the big reveal.
It would. It
See,
would.
so they
100%.
can't have it in the title.
No, I mean that. It's a slow burner.
Yes.
It's a real slow burner that
yeah.
that leaves you.
Because that's how you smoke
invested.
crack rocks. It's slow
Oh
burn.
yeah, all slow burning.
Slow burn.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor. It's all
And
cyclical.
I like that at the end they have Joe Rogan pop up with Dave Chappelle, and Dave Chappelle's like, "Not gonna
Shut up. Okay, I'm cutting it off there. That's bullshit. That is a bullshit ending.
I was trying to do Rogan, but I went and dropped everybody else.
Good times. I like that
My
one.
duo. My homeless.
Yeah.
They're not homeless enough for me.
And that
Yeah.
was the spooky story.
Spooky stories. Ooh. I hope you weren't too frightened of these stories.
I hope they don't have things go bump in the night for you now. Say something. Hurry.
What? Sin.
What?
Watson. Yeah.
No.
Join us.
No Dave Chappelle references.
It's not the Dave Chappelle reference. That's actually referencing the guy.
Join us
Okay.
next
The rapper.
year.
Yeah, but you're doing it because it was associated with
No, I'm associating because of what?
Oh.
That was a joke before.
I guess
Dave
that's
Chappelle.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. Join us next year where we'll have more spooky stories.
Maybe.
Yeah,
If
no,
we
we're gonna
don't
continue
die.
doing this. We love it. Well, if we die, it'll be even better
Yeah.
because then we'll be ghosts
Yeah.
doing the spooky stories,
Exactly.
which might actually scare someone or
Yeah.
entertain them.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'll be the real surprise twist in this story.
Mhm.
Someone's entertained by this shit.
Yep.
And also, we want to wish you a happy
Halloween.
Feliz Navidad.
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.